I tried to warn you about Obama before the Democratic primaries, as I pointed out in this previous video.
My first line was, I don't oppose all wars. You know, specifically to make clear that this is not just a anti-military, 70s loving kind of approach. It was rather that I thought strategically it was a mistake for us to go in.
And also, I want to point out that Fair TV does a good job exposing how the media suppresses Obama's warmongering, how he actually increased the amount of troops in Afghanistan. Meanwhile, the mainstream media suppresses that fact and misrepresents Obama as some guy striving to wind down these wars, suppressing the fact that he escalated the war in Afghanistan and he prolonged for years these two totally unnecessary wars. So please check out this Fair TV clip.
Hi, welcome back to Fair TV. I'm Peter Hart. Barack Obama's May 27th announcement of a timeline for troop withdrawals from Afghanistan was big news. But the general tone of the coverage of a White House ending the war often neglected to mention Obama's massive escalation of the war. On NPR's Morning Edition, Scott Horsley told listeners that there were 32,000 troops in Afghanistan, and then he added this.
This is Obama's fourth visit to Afghanistan as president and his first since 2012. Since that time, U.S. troop levels here have been cut by about 2/3.
But that's an oddly narrow view of Obama's Afghan war policies. When he took office in 2009, there were about 32,000 troops in Afghanistan. He ordered 2 surges of U.S. forces. Troop levels eventually totaled over 100,000. For whatever reason, this escalation is often written out of the history of the Afghan war. The AP reported, for instance, that Obama's efforts to pull the U.S. out of the lengthy and expensive conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan have largely defined his foreign policy for much of his presidency. And the Washington Post referred to Obama's address at West Point coming more than 6 years into a presidency devoted to winding down the wars. If one winds down a war by first escalating it, then this makes perfect sense.
You can watch the full Fair TV video by clicking here. Click here to see more of that video where I talk about Obama and where I was giving the warning about Obama before he even won the Democratic primary. Please subscribe to Representative Press, over 44,000 subscribers. And also consider setting it where YouTube will send you an email when I upload a new video. I have heard from people saying that although they don't see my new videos in their subscription feed, they do receive emails from YouTube when I upload a new video, if they set that preference for their subscriptions. So you just click on the cogwheel and then you select the option to receive emails. You could also subscribe to the Representative Press email list. There's a link to that in the video description. And of course, subscribe to the second channel,